Hello, welcome to Gagap House. In this lesson, it is our level 1 lessons, and it is about how to use the particles ma and ne. For the particles ma and ne are extremely common in Chinese, and they have some similarity and differences. And here they have 3 similarities. First is they are put at the end of a sentence. Second is both of them can form questions. And the third similarity is both of them are pronounced in neutral tone. And for differences is firstly for the particle ma, it is used to turn a statement into yes-no questions. And the particle ne turns the statements into queries and amongst other things. And now let's look at the 2 particles in detail. For the particle ma, as mentioned above, ma is a question particle that is used to turn statements into yes-no questions. And what exactly does that mean? It means a yes-no question is also known as binary questions or a polar questions. This simply means that it is a question that can only be answered with yes or no. In other words, it is not an open question. For the question particle ma is the easiest way to form this kind of questions in Mandarin Chinese. All you do is put it at the end of a plain statement, and the statements become a yes-no questions. Let's have a look at some example. Firstly, for this statement, 你是李先生，你是李先生. For the original meaning, the statement, it means you are Mr. Li. You are Mr. Li. And we just add the particle ma at the end of a plain statement so that it can be a yes-no questions. And the question is, 你是李先生吗？你是李先生吗？ So in English it is, are you Mr. Li? Are you Mr. Li? And we change from the statement to the yes-no questions by adding the particle ma at the end of the statements, the plain statement. And once again, 你是李先生，你是李先生吗？你是李先生吗？ And for the second example, the plain statement is 你会中文，你会中文。It means you can speak Chinese. You can speak Chinese. And we add the particle ma at the end. It changed to be a yes-no questions. 你会中文吗？你会中文吗？ It means, do you speak Chinese? And here you can just give 2 answers, either yes or no. If you say yes, it will represent that you can speak Chinese. If you say no, it shows that you can't speak Chinese. And once again, for a plain statement, it is 你会中文，你会中文. And for a yes-no question is 你会中文吗？你会中文吗？ And for the next example, 这里有洗手间， 这里有洗手间. This is a plain statement. This one is a plain statement. It means there is a toilet here. There is a toilet here. Or here is a toilet. Here is a toilet. It means 这里有洗手间. If you want to change the plain statement to ask the questions, is there any toilet here? So we just add the particle ma at the end of the plain statement. So the yes/no questions can be 这里有洗手间吗？这里有洗手间吗？吗？ And by comparing the plain statements and the yes/no questions, you can see that it is simply to add the particle ma at the end. They can become yes/no questions. And all of these questions can only be answered with agreement or disagreement. That's what ma is for. And in this way, ma is almost like a question mark that you pronounced. It goes at the end of the statement and indicates that it is a question. And have a look at some point statements being changed into yes/no question with the word ma. And here let's have a look for these statements. For this one, 这是你的，这是你的. It means this is yours. This is yours. 这是你的，这是你的. And this is the point statement. So if we change to be yes/no questions, we can add the ma at the end. It's just like the question mark, the use of the question mark. So the question should be 这是你的吗？这是你的吗？ It means is this yours? 这是你的吗？这是你的吗？ And our second example, 他是泰国人，他是泰国人. It means he is times. He is times. 他是泰国人. If you want to ask what is his nationality, we can ask, is he Thais? Is he Thais? So for the question in Chinese, it is 他是泰国人吗？他是泰国人吗？他是泰国人吗？ We just add the ma at the back of the point statement, so it can change into the yes/no questions. And for the last example, 那是飞机，那是飞机. It means that's a plane. That's a plane. 那是飞机. If we want to ask the question, is that a plane? We can just add the ma at the back of the point statement. So the question can be 那是飞机吗？那是飞机吗？那是飞机吗？ And also, it is noticed that how in English you have to rearrange the word order of the sentences to form these questions. In Chinese, all you have to do is add the ma at the end of the sentence so that you can form the sentence very easily. And for this second particle we are going to introduce is the particle ne. For this particle, it is widely used than the particle ma, but we will look at the most important one here. One of the function for the particle ne is used to form the queries or asking back questions. In most common use for the particle ne is probably to form simple queries. All you can do is put the particle ne after the thing you want to query. And this is often equivalent to saying and like this. And it's just like and you, or what about you, or how about you in English. It's just like this idea. And here is the example. If we want to ask the band's questions, 你呢? 你呢? It means and you, and you. If we ask 我呢? 我呢? It means what about me? What about me? And for example, 这些东西呢? 这些东西呢? It means what about these things? And as you can see, it is very easy to query things in Chinese using the particle ne. Just say the thing you like to know about and put the ne right after it. And this is very commonly used to ask bounce back questions in Chinese. Just like this. We just want to ask 你 want to ask you and want to ask 你. We just add the ne at the right back, right after the particle, right after the pronoun, the things you. We just can use this form to form the bounce back questions. And also, this is when someone asks you a question and you return the question to them after answering it. This is commonly done by simply asking 你呢? 你呢? Just a very common sentence is how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And how about you? How are you? I am fine, thank you. And how about you? In Chinese, we normally have the conversation like this. 你好吗? 你最近怎么样? 你现在好吗? For example, some people just simply greeting with you. For example, how about your life recently? 你最近的生活怎么样呢? If they ask you like this, and you want to return the questions same as what the people ask you, you just reply 你呢? 你呢? It means and how about your life? 你呢? 你呢? And also there are a few other uses for the particle ne in Chinese grammar, but we won't go into details about those in this sharing. And now we have the summary for the use of particle ma and particle ne. And for summary for the particle ma, only used for yes/no questions and always form these questions. And also the questions can't be doubled up with other question words and marked questions on its own. And here is the example just we mentioned before. 你知道吗? 你知道吗? It means do you know? Do you know? 你知道吗? 你知道吗? And here, 他为什么不吃肉? 他为什么不吃肉? And for these questions, we already have the question word. 为什么? We already have this question word. So, the particle ma can't be doubled up with this question word. It means that we cannot form the question like this. 他为什么不吃肉吗? This questions, it is invalid in Chinese. And for the particle ne, cannot be used in yes-no questions, and always for queries. They are open-end. And also, they can combine with question words to emphasize a query. And also, they use it to add a further querying element to these questions. For example, here, 你为什么不去呢？你为什么不去呢？ It means why aren't you going? 你为什么不去呢？ For this particle ne can are used at the same time with other question word. And here the question word is 为什么? 为什么? It means why. They can use at the same questions. And second example is 他有什么不喜欢吃的呢？他有什么不喜欢吃的呢？ And here 有什么 the word 什么 it means what. The question word what can use at the same time with the particle ne. And of course, those would be both grammatically valid questions without using the particle ne. But by adding the particle ne, the speaker makes it clear that they don't just want to answer the questions, but they also want to question the situation or even criticize it. So they've added a further query to it. And for the particle ma, on the other hand, it can't combine directly with other question words in a statement. If there has already a question word, it fills up the question slot and there's no more space for the particle ma. And just like this example we mentioned before, and the only way ma can appear with other question word in the same sentence is if it is used to answer yes-no questions about a condition. And that sounds complicated, but this example might make it clearer. Here you can see, 你知道他为什么不吃肉吗? And here, this is the condition, 不吃肉. And for this particle ma is appearing with another question word, 为什么 in this sentence, but it is not actually part of that questions. And there is two questions in the same questions here. For the inner question about why the person doesn't eat meat, the first question is why the person doesn't eat meat. And the other outer questions about whether the listener knows the answer to the inner questions. And for this particle, the particle ma here is really only applies to the outer questions, these outer questions. So it doesn't clash with the question word in the inner one. It means this one. 他为什么不吃肉? And other than that kind of situation, the word ma can't appear directly together with other questions words. So it means that if the particle ma and the question words used at the same time, the questions should contain two questions. One is the inner questions and one is the outer questions. And if you want to know more, the best way is for you to read more Chinese book in order to gain extra knowledge in how to use the particle in Chinese questions. And also, if you want to know more, you can go to getgetpost.com. And in our blog, we will share different particle, different use of particle, and also different type of Chinese culture or Chinese sentence structures. And here is our QR code. You can just scan this QR code so that you can go to our website.